Hey everyone's JackelWolf back in Skyfactory 4 with another 5 minutes. That's how I did it. Now, if you've been following along, you know that we are working our way through the advancement book. Last episode, we did the Enter the Twilight Forest and the Lost and Found, which was to go to the Twilight Forest Dimension and the Lost Cities Dimension. And while we were there, we picked up some dilithium, we picked up some tritanium, some lithium, some thorium, some boron, some magnesium, and some uranium. Now, the reason that we did that is because there are no saplings for these elements in Skyfactory 4, but we can use the ones that we gathered from those dimensions and turn them into resource hogs. Now, we can use these pigs here. We can hit them with a bucket of mud in the particular type of element that we're working on. They'll become that type of resource hog. They will then dig up those truffles. We can collect those truffles, combine those together, and then we get sort of our unlimited source of those elements. So to start, what we're going to have to do is take these elements that we got from those 2 dimensions last time, and we're going to have to turn them into something more useful. So the tritanium, to make our bucket of mud, our bucket of tritanium mud, we're going to need a full block of tritanium. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw this tritanium up into the melter, and then we're going to turn on our redstone clock. So while that is generating ingots for us to turn into blocks, what we're going to have to do is turn the rest of these guys into a dust version of it. So we're going to need a block of thorium. We're going to go hit it on the grindstone. There are a couple of other different ways of doing it, but this one is handy. It's right here, and we really only need 1 or 2 bits of this stuff anyways. So there is our thorium dust. We're going to need some uranium dust as well. We're going to go grind that one out. We're going to do this for all of the rest ones. The only one that we don't have to do it for is going to be the dilithium crystal, because when you break those blocks, you actually get a dilithium crystal. That's going to be the one that you're going to use. So while this is all producing in here, I'm going to go grind out these last little items, and then we'll be right back. Okay guys, so we've got all of the dust that we need. We've got our 9 tritanium ingots. What we're going to do is just open up a crafting table and turn those into a tritanium block. That is going to be our first order of business here. So the recipe for these buckets of mud are very, very similar. It is a block of dirt, a bucket of water, and then whatever the required item is to make that bucket of mud. So to make some dilithium mud, it is the block of dirt, the bucket of water, and a dilithium crystal. To make ourselves the tritanium bucket of mud, it is going to be that block of tritanium, a block of dirt, and a bucket of water. To make ourselves the thorium bucket of mud, it is going to be the block of dirt, the water bucket, and some thorium dust. To make ourselves the uranium bucket of mud, it is going to be a block of dirt, a bucket of water, and some uranium dust. The boron is going to be the boron dust, the block of dirt, and the water bucket. I don't know how many other ways I could say this, guys, but it is very, very repetitive. The lithium is the lithium dust, the block of dirt, and the water bucket. And then last but not least, it is the magnesium dust, the block of dirt, and the water bucket gets us a bucket of magnesium mud. So what we are going to do is we're going to go around and we're going to start turning these pigs into their respective, resource hog. Okay guys, so that is very, very simple. One thing to keep in mind, all of the resource hogs for all of the elements that we gathered in the Lost Cities dimension and the Twilight Forest dimension, they all require smooth stone to dig through. Don't ask me how it works, but some of them will require like end stone, some of them will require dirt, some of them will require I think like grass blocks. So every resource hog requires a different type of block to stand on, but all of these just require smooth stone. So if we keep an eye out here, one of these guys is going to go and he's going to dig up a truffle. There we go. There is a truffle right there, and they're kind of going around. So once he's dug a truffle, he cannot dig another one until we clean up that truffle. So what we are going to do is we're going to need to build ourselves sort of a block breaker. We've done this previously when we did the little Resource Hog episode earlier on. What we used there was just a block breaker. It was an individual one. It broke the block right in front of it. And then we collected it with an item collector, which we've already built as well. So I'm not going to build one here. Because we've got like a whole farm of these guys, what we're going to do is we're actually going to use something called a controlled miner. Now, to make a controlled miner, we are first going to need a magma block that is basically 4 magma cream in a crafting table, gets us a magma block. We're going to come over here. We're going to place the magma block in the middle of 2 blocks of lapis lazuli, a observer, 2 diamonds, and 3 obsidian. That gets us our controlled miner. So this is a powered item. We are going to have to hook it up with power, but before we do that, we need to make sure we place it in a appropriate area. So I'm going to place that down with the circle here at the front pointing in the direction I want it to mine. It is a position sensitive block. While we are here, we're going to open this up. We can blacklist certain items. Now, right now it is going to go and it's going to harvest everything sort of in this plane. And actually we can bring this down just to 1. We don't want it harvesting any blocks up higher than that 1 block. So everything in this area here is going to get harvested. Now we've got a problem. We don't want to harvest these fences. So what we can do is we can blacklist the fence. That's going to keep it from mining those fences. One other thing, like I said, it is going to need some power. So what we're going to do is take this energy cable and we're just going to go attach it up there. It's got full power, and you can hear it. It is starting to break some of these blocks. Now, like I said before, we've got this item collector. We've built it before. This is going to automatically start collecting items. From here, you can import it into your, simple storage network. You can import it into the filing cabinets or any other sort of storage system, and then, start combining it down. All of these require 4 of the same truffle to make into a different into the item that you want. So 4 lithium truffles is going to make 1 lithium dust, and then from there you can turn that into whatever it is that you need. So that is going to be it for this one, guys. Though, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys on all the different ways that you can do this sort of task in Skyfactory 4. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please think about leaving a like and a subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at JackelWolf. Also check out the description below. There will be a link to my Discord page, as well as a link to my Patreon page. If you've enjoyed this channel, if you enjoyed this content, and you would like to support, stop by, check it out. There's a lot of great perks there for all of my supporters. But that is it. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.